This conference will now be recorded.
Am I audible? How many of you practiced? Do you have any doubts? Which company I created in the last class? So what is the name of the company? Tata Motors, but TAMT is a company. I'll take. So we had that company is TAMT 10, then company code MT10. Am I correct? Then business area again MT10, then credit control area MT10. Then what else we have done? Assign company code to company. So that is MT102 TAMT10. Okay. Next, anything is there you check? Please check. Anything we assigned? Did I assign this company code to credit control area? Have I done that? Company code to credit control area MT102 MT10. Is that done right? I'm not getting any response. SAP user India 123 language English. SPRO, SAP reference IMG, so credit control area is done. Define credit control area, assign company code to credit control area is done. Next, we are going to start global settings. So in this global settings, we'll try to understand what is fiscal year. So here we have global settings. So in this first we have to define fiscal year variant. Define fiscal year variant. Next to that, we have to assign company code to fiscal year variant. Then we have to work for posting period variant. Define posting period variant. This is the agenda of the class. Then next to that, we have to assign company code to posting period variant. Then important thing is open and close posting period. Posting period. Okay, now there is a question, sir, what is fiscal year? So fiscal year variant in SAP, practically I would like to show you. Follow this menu path. Financial accounting, new or financial accounting. Next we have financial accounting global settings. Ledgers, in that fiscal year variant. So these are the two things. Okay. When I click for maintain fiscal year variant, there is a variant name called as V3. Fiscal year variant, it is used to define fiscal year. So by default, SAP IDAS has variant called as V3. Go to position and you type V3 and press enter key and see this. The description is showing that April to March. And there is extra 4 special posting periods. So totally we have 16 posting periods. So 16 posting periods that makes one variant as V3. Okay, sir, still I don't know what is you are telling that April to March and for special posting period and all. So what I'm doing is making you to understand. I'm selecting this V3 and I'm opening that contents of the V3, what the periods you have. Okay, so display folder content, double click and see that what and all you have. So here we have calendar year, calendar months like 1, 2, 3 up to 12. So this is calendar position, all month. So January month, February month, then March. So like that up to December we have. So 1 to 12, this is called as calendar year. But our Indian accounting system, it never uses calendar year. Correct, right? So what is the first posting period that would start from April onwards? So this is fourth. Fourth means April. What is the first posting period according to our Indian system? That is April. So this posting period number one. Posting period number one means April. Then two, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. So December means 12, but according to our fiscal year variant, it says that 9th. Then when it comes to next calendar year, it means in the January, February, March. So the next calendar year, from the next calendar year, it takes 10, 11, 12. So from the next calendar year, that the 3 months are shifting to the previous year. It's called as -1, -1, -1. But here there is no year shifting concept. So only the first 3 months in the beginning there is year shifting concept in this area. So this is called as fiscal year. Okay, so fiscal year means if there is 12 posting periods, it's called as fiscal year. If there is less than 12 posting periods, then we can consider as shortened fiscal year variant. So when before we defining the fiscal year variant, we have to understand how many posting periods is required for a fiscal year. So that we have to define using the following variants, like posting period variants are in fiscal year, how many, then how many special posting periods is required, why we required a special posting period. So these are all from 1st of April to 31st of March, we are going to recording all books of transactions. Whatever transactions is going to be recorded, so that works for the month of April to 31st of March. But we are not preparing any financial statements. Once if you close the books of accounts from April to 31st of March, then only we can ascertain the financial statements. To prepare financial statements according to government standards, they have given, government itself has given 4 months. So that would start from April, May, June, July. So 4 months which is given, that is called as special posting period. Okay, so how many special posting periods is required to prepare the financial statements for the 1st of April to 31st of March? So this concept is called as V3 or fiscal year variant. So whenever you create a variant like this, then that would consist all calendar year, then non-calendar year, and year shifting concept, everything. So this is called as fiscal year variant. This for our Indian system. Sir, if I have a company in America, then what is the concept? So there is, which never uses non-calendar year. So what Indian system uses, that uses, it is a non-financial sorry, non-calendar year, but America uses calendar year. So for your understanding purpose, I'm taking this K4. Okay, K4 is the variant name. So this, which has the details. So calendar year for special posting period, and which is maintaining calendar year. Calendar year means, as I said, from January to December. This is called as calendar year. Nothing is changed. So calendar year itself is the fiscal year variant for US based companies. And how many posting periods will be there? Again same 12 posting periods. Okay, but our Indian system which uses non-calendar year. Okay, so that's why in this April to March we did not select this calendar year. And also by default itself it is a year independent. Okay, so uh, it means if I select year dependent, okay, which never uses, for example, which fiscal year or posting that, sorry, same number of posting periods, if that follows, then which is considered as year independent. Okay, every year same number of periods and same number of months, the posting periods corresponding to the months in the year. So this is called as calendar year. If there is a different than the fiscal year in the calendar year, so this is called as non-calendar year. So which has fiscal year and posting periods was used in the January, whatever example you take. So these posting periods were completely completed in the uh, posting period number 5, 6, okay, whatever it might be. So the previous fiscal year, so which we can consider as non-calendar year. So if there is a difference or different than the fiscal year, sir, I wanted to understand what is year independent and what is year dependent. So year dependent, say this year itself we have a year dependent, the periods can vary from year to year, so that is called as year dependent. See, for example, here shortened fiscal year, okay, which does not carry the 12 posting periods, it's called as year dependent. So by default, whenever it consists 12 posting periods and 4 special posting period, we assumes that it is year independent. Year independent means the same number of dates, the same number, and also the dates for the periods every year is called as year independent. I hope everything is understood. So use a chat box and you type as a yes if that understood. Fiscal year variant V3. Okay, how many posting periods is required? 12 posting periods plus 4 special posting periods. So calendar year, like January, then February, so Jan, Feb. So this is calendar year. Then what is a position of this? Position is 1, 2, 3. Okay, we assume it calendar year. Okay, when we work for, so calendar year and posting periods both are same when you work for K3, sorry, K4. K4 fiscal year variant. Now for V3, months like January, February as it is. But our posting periods that would start from April. This is our first posting period, second. So like this, it's keep on moving. Okay, next again, when it comes to again January, February for the next calendar year, this is to be 10, 11, 12. But this is going to be shifting. It's called as -1, -1, -1. So this -1 is called as year shifting. Year shifting. So I have used 2 calendar years. Okay, so in this example, this is calendar 2021. But here 2022. So now how many calendar years I have used? I've used 2 calendar years for one fiscal year variant. So that is called as V3, fiscal year variant. So how many calendar years? So 2 calendar years. But how many posting periods you have? 12 posting periods. But here also I have 12 posting periods in the fiscal year in the K4, 12 posting periods. But again, April start, May, June, July. So this we would think that as 13, 14, 15, 16. What these are? These are special posting periods. We considered here, these are special posting periods. Okay, but from here to here, this is our fiscal year variant for V3. and see the differences now for K3, sorry, for K4 and V3. Any changes are there? There will be a lot of changes. Okay, now we have to understand one more keyword is called as year dependent. And next, year independent. So could you tell me what is year dependent and year independent? So just to define on your own way what you understood. Yes, no idea. So year dependent means periods can vary from year to year. So that is called as year dependent. So in SAP, I've shown you here. So the periods that would makes vary from one year to another year. So that's why they have selected year R1 named as year dependent. The next we have year independent. So year independent, the same number of dates for the periods every year. Every year, same dates, same periods. See this? Every year, how many dates will be there for the month of April, May, June, July? That remains the same, correct? No, every year. So that's why default itself is year independent. See this. So this is year independent. Then this is year dependent. There is the differences. So now you ask me if you have any doubts. So calendar year and what position you have. So in SAP to create a fiscal year, how many posting periods is required? Kanma. Okay, now you tell me how many posting periods is required for this. Good. 12 posting periods is required. So doesn't matter you are working for K4 or V3. Correct, right? So which country will follow the calendar years as a fiscal year? Which country will follows? Yes, USA. But which country will follows that non-calendar years? Which countries are following the non-calendar years? Good, India. Hmm. So now what is the major differences between calendar year and non-calendar year? Good. Hmm. But my question is, what makes the changes between calendar year and non-calendar year? Say there itself you have answer for calendar year and non-calendar year. Just you notice and just you tell. So in calendar year, we are not we are not using the year shifting concept. The same number of posting periods, position, and as well as the calendar remains as same. There is no concept of introducing the year shifting. But if the calendar year is breaking or making one fiscal year variant, we are using two calendar years. So that is called as non-calendar years. Breaking two calendar years, and if you are making 12 posting periods, it's called as non-calendar years, and which will have special posting period also and year shifting concepts also. See, already I've written my here year dependent. Year dependent means periods can vary from year to year. For example, so this year in the 2021 I worked for April to 31st of March, but in the next year I'll be not working, but maybe some XYZ reason I will be closing my company.
అమ్మా షకీల్ అక్కకి
Then
మల్లెపూలు కట్టిమా
you assumes that,
మల్లెపూలు షకీల్ అక్కకి వచ్చి అడిగేసిపోయా ఆంటీ లేదు అంటుని
so you assumes that you'll be closing your company, you'll winding up your company. So you are not maintaining the same number of periods and same calendar year for your company, then that is called as year dependent. So by default itself is year independent. The same number of dates for the periods every year if you are carrying, then it is called as year independent. Clear? Now we will try to create defining posting period variant, sorry, fiscal year variant. This is enterprise structure. We will name it as 10 because it takes only 2 letters, so that's why I'm carrying this only 2 digits number. So I'm using this menu path from the beginning. So close everything. Okay, from the easy access, if you type SPRO, press enter key, SAP reference IMG. Next, you go ahead, financial accounting new. Below that, financial accounting global settings. Click on that. Again, you have ledgers. Next, you click on fiscal year and posting periods. Then you click maintain fiscal year variant and maintain shortened fiscal year. Okay, again, there is a question. What is shortened fiscal year? What is fiscal year? Fiscal year means which one will consist 12 posting periods is called as fiscal year variant or fiscal year. Which one will carry that less than 12 posting periods, it's called a shortened fiscal year variant or shortened fiscal year. So 12 posting period, if that consists, then you assumes that it is a fiscal year. If there is less than 12 posting periods, then it is a shortened fiscal year. That is one concept. Next, calendar year, non-calendar year. Next, year dependent, year independent. So there is a lot of concepts are there to understand, but implementation is easy. So click on this. Then go to position and you type V3. So what I'm doing is already the data is available from V3 that I would copy into my new fiscal year variant. So I'm selecting this V3 by make use of position button. Okay, so now I would like to select this V3 variant data. So how I can select? So do not click and drag like this. So this is not the way of selecting that data of the V3. So what you have to do is you just click on this empty button in front of backside of this V3. See this, it's highlighted now. That entire row that would get selected automatically by clicking this button. Again, if you click the same button, that would deselected. Click on once get selected, then do copy by pressing F6 or click on this copy button next to that new entries. Click here. Now is asking the data is copied. Now you rename. So I'm renaming this. If I try to type more than 2 letters, it's not obtaining. So what I'm doing is I'm taking 10. So might be 10 is there, it seems. Then let it be, we'll see. Then when you press enter key for this, then see what is the error message you have. So the entry is already exist with the same key. Okay, then again it's prompted. You type, so T0, press enter key. So it's obtained. Click on copy all. So now all the dependent entries, 364 entries have copied from V3 to T0. So press enter key. So now this is copied and is created, but still is not yet saved. So to save this, click on save button. And make ensure where you are saving this transport request number. So let it be the same one because this is the one we created in the beginning. So save it. Now V3 is created, sorry, T0 fiscal year variant is created. Again, click on this, maintain fiscal year variant, follow the same menu path. Just do verify. Taking the position, then whatever variant you created, name that or enter that two digits number and you press enter key. That comes to in the first list. So select this and double click on periods. Okay, I wanted to know what is a month, what is a period, everything is copied from the V3 or not. That just for cross verification I'm using this. So selected this line item, then double click on periods and see the data. So as per our theoretical concept, year shifting is applied, then periods as per that is taken, and also this is period 1 2 3 as per the calendar year, and also the days. So it's completely copied. And say this in this header portion, number of posting periods is 12. So we assume that it is a fiscal year variant. If there is less than 12, then we consider that as shortened fiscal year variant. Then how many special posting periods are there? 4. So everything is copied. And again you come back, select this, and there is one more called as period text. So double click here and say this, what is a description for period number 1, period number 2, period number 3. Say this, period number 1 April, okay, June, July, okay, up to 16 periods you have all this. Okay, this is how you have to do cross verification in this SAP. So I created this data named as T0. So T0 is our 2 digits number for fiscal year variant. So what I've done, so here I've copied from V3 to new variant name as T0. Okay, now we have to assign this. We have to assign company code to fiscal year variant. Then what you do is start from the beginning. SAP Easy Access, SPRO, SAP Reference IMG, Financial Accounting New, Global Settings, Ledgers, Fiscal Year and Posting Periods. Next to that we have assign company code to fiscal year variant. Click on this. Take the position. Company code is MT10. Then fiscal year T0. Save this. And you have some notification. Press enter key. Just you ignore this and save it. So this has been done. And again type /n, press enter. So here company code MT01 and the fiscal year variant T0. From where to where you are assigning, that's going to be important. Company code to fiscal year variant. So according to the chart wise. Okay, next we have to create posting period variant. So posting period variant name that I would like to take as MT10. Then you come back SPRO SAP reference IMG, financial accounting new, global settings new, ledger fiscal year variant, posting periods. There you could able to find define variant for open posting periods. Click on this. You have to define a variant. Click on new entries. Name this as MT10. Then description is posting period variant for MT10 and save it. And save in the same transport request number. So this is done. So come back. Next, we have to assign this variant to company code. So what is a variant? Company code is MT10 and again MT10. So assign variant to company code. Take the position company code MT10 and again variant name MT10. Save this. Again /n. Next, we have a concept open and close posting period. Okay, so I'm shifting this data. This is our open and close posting period. So first you considered what is the posting period you created. So posting periods. What is the name? MT10, 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 MT10. This is our posting period. What we created. This is our posting period variant. But there is some account types in SAP. So to identify this account types, SAP uses some keys. Okay, so that key is called as A, D, K, M, S. Okay, so we'll take from beginning plus A, D K M S. So this is our account types. Sir, what is this ADKMS means? Plus means it is all types of valid account. All types of valid accounts. If you have all types of account. Okay. Accounts. So in front of plus, it's won't taking anything. So this is called as plus. All types of valid account to be considered for the posting period MT01. Then I have to allow this account type plus. Then if there is asset, A stands for asset accounts. Then next we have D. D means customer accounts. Then we have to allow for the posting period. Then K means vendors. Then M stands for materials. Then S stands for GL accounts. Then how do you consider, how do you allow this? So what is the from posting period? Then what is the year it is to be? So always if I take 1, 1, 1. So starting posting period number 1, 1 means from the April. Okay, all types of accounts, whatever I have specified here, which is going to be allowed in the fiscal year. It means this is your open posting period in the year 2021, 2021, sorry, 2022. Presently, what we are in, we're in 2022. Okay, 2022. Then what is a closing period number? It means from period, next is to period, then year. So this is to, then year. If I take 12, what is the year it is to be? 2023. Then same thing is applied for all. Okay, so first posting period, then last posting period. This is called as open and close posting period, and which is going to be allowed all types of accounts in SAP. What are the account types in SAP? Plus ADKMS. Then we have one more. I've forgotten to specify this, special posting periods. So here I can name that as open and close. So this is your opening and this is your closing. And from here, special posting period that would start. So from year, next to year. This is for special posting periods. Special posting period that would start from 13, correct? 2022, sorry, 2023. Then do it. So 2 period 16, 2023. Again apply this. So check out. Anything is not understood, open and close posting period. Just for your reference, take this. Now I have a criteria, sir. I wanted to work for only first 2 months. Open and close posting period has to apply only for the first 2 months of the fiscal year. Then what should I do? So just you use the chat box and you type what is the open and close posting period and year also. For all account types. Did you understand my question? My question was, I wanted to work for only for the first 2 posting periods, not all 12 posting periods. Then how do I lock the rest of the posting periods? Good, Aishwarya. So open will be 1 as it is, but in the case of closing this area, whenever you are closing, then it is to be in 2. Then it works for April, May, only for those month or those period. But here it is to be 2022. Yes. Good. Now let's try to implement the same thing in our SAP. So cut our area. Here we are going to mapping empty 10 to all accounts types like plus ADKMS. How do I do it? Start from this SPRO, press enter key, reference AMG, financial accounting, general ledger, fiscal year, posting period variant, posting periods. We have an option called as open and close posting period. Just to click over the we have to select plus ADKMS. First you have to select. I'm selecting plus ADKMS. So first you select, then do copy, then remove all this. So as per our table, enter the value MT10, 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 MT10. Then this is our account types. So if you wanted to know if you wanted to get much more details, place the cursor here and click on this pop-up button and see what is referring here. So plus valid for all account types, A asset, D customers, K vendors, M materials, then S GL account. So we have all set of account types. And next, from account to account, do not enter anything in this, let it be as it is. Next, from period, it is 1. Then what is that year? It is to be 2022. Select this, but in between do not press enter key. When you press enter key, that would get locked. So slowly you do it while you working. Then this side, this is to be 2023, 2023. Then posting period again 2023. Name this would be, that's all. Closing special posting period 2023. That's all. So the data is updated. Open and closing posting period. Now do not directly click on this save button because save button is not working. So what you do is just you click on this enter key, press enter key. So which shows that in the status bar number of entries get copied 6. Then this is activated after getting copied from that area. It's activated. Then finally you click save. So again take this TAMT 10, accept it. Again come back. So in this list, huge list, go to position and make ensure what is the posting period variant you created. That is MT10. Press enter key and notice this. Plus ADKMS, here it is to be 2023 to 2020, sorry, 2022 to 2023. And first posting period is April, then last posting period is March. And special posting period that would start from 13 onwards. So make sure I have made a mistake. Okay, so this would start from 13 onwards, not 12 onwards. Okay, and one more here. Yes. 13 means April. April, May, June, July. Then save it one more time and make ensure in our Excel file how I have created. Okay, it's correct. 13 onwards. Hope everyone is understood. So in the global settings, define fiscal year variant, assign company code to fiscal year variant, define posting period variant for opening, then assign company code to posting period variant. Last one, open and close posting period variant, and refer this chart. So you ask me if you have any doubts. Hmm. No doubts? Hmm. So what is posting periods? Then what is the use of posting periods? A period within a fiscal year for which transaction figures are going to be updated, and every transaction that is posted is assigned to a particular posting period. The transaction figures are then updated for this period. So that's why we have to define the posting periods. Clear? So here you have to update a period within a fiscal year for which transaction figures are updated. Next, every transactions that is posted is assigned to a particular posting period. The transactions figure are then updated for this period. So this is the definition of posting period. Hmm? Could you define what is posting period variant? So what that would describes the posting period variant. Posting period variant describes specification for a posting period. Example, beginning and end posting period. So that's why posting period variant we created. Each company code refers to exactly one variant. So therefore, as many company codes as you require, you can use the same variant. For example, if I have one more company code which is belongs to TAMT10, okay, Tata Motors, what I've created here. So next thing that if you create Tata Automobiles, Tata Consultant Services, then I can use this same posting period variant. So as many company codes as you require, you can use the same variant. This is going to be an important area. Clear? Understood? Okay. Next we have field status variant. So field status variant is a group, just like V3. It is also a variant, and which will contains several groups together that makes several groups status together that makes one fiscal year field status variant. So a field status variant groups together several field status groups. It's called as field status variant. Then that you can assign field status variant for each company code. So whatever the field status variant you created, so that can be assigned for your company code. But what that would consist? That would consist several field status groups. So, sir, what is field status groups which will have that information? So, using that information where we can make suppress entry, then required entry and optional entry for all list of ledgers or all list of fields in our company code. So that's why field status variant it is to be created for our company code. So field status group specify which fields is ready for input and which field must be filled, or which fields are going to be suppressed entry, and when entering the document. So this specification is known as field status. So that we do by practically, then no easy for us to understand. Click on this field status in the next below that field ledgers. Just I'm showing that what is field status group and variant. Just define the field status variants. I'm selecting this one variant and just you double click on field status groups. How many groups you have? G001. So this is what field status groups. So several field status groups makes one field status variant. So this is going to be applied for your company code, whatever the groups you have. Sir, G001, 2, 3, 4 up to we have 60, 70 groups are there. So all 70 groups, okay, which are configured some of the fields entries. So during the document entry which are going to be applicable. For example, you have blue color text and as well as black color text. So blue color text which are configured as suppress entry, required entry and optional entry during the posting entries, then automatically that would take that entries while posting. So I have taken this assignment number. So this configured as, this one is configured as an optional entry. Okay, you can maybe you can enter or may not be enter, so doesn't makes problem. But if you make that as an required entry, then until you provide, that won't take for the next field. So that's why that option, it is to be configured as optional entry and required entry and suppress entry in the field status groups. So whatever you have configured here for G001, 2, 3, maybe there is some small internet issues. Okay, so in next class, we will try to execute this, how to create field status variant and how to assign this company code to field status variant. I hope this is you understood and you don't have any doubts. Suppose still if you have any doubts, you ask me, then I'll clarify, then I'll wind up. No doubts? Okay. So see you all in the next class. So thank you all.